Welcome to the United Zip Codes of America. Why 86% fail and how the top 3% build something they can actually sell. 86% of real estate agents fail in their first year. By year 5, that number jumps to 90%. That leaves 10% still standing, and out of that 10%, only about 25% actually do real business. Do the math. Less than 3% of agents in America are truly winning. 3% own the listings, the leverage, and the legacy. 97% are just running on fumes. The problem isn't volume, it's visibility. You don't need to be louder. You need to be the only one they can hear. My name is Charles O'Rourke, 24 years in this business, close to 1,000 transactions. Best-selling author of A Tale of Two Realtors. Part 1, Mr. Hyper-Local, and Part 2, Mr. Hyper-Focused. Founder of Mr. Zip Code. President of the United Zip Codes of America, proud representative of Mr. Middletown, New Jersey, Mr. 07748, and head of the Mr. Monmouth County real estate team, now expanding through every zip in Monmouth County. I didn't inherit this. I built it from the grind you're living right now, and I built it so you don't have to keep running your business into the ground. For years, I believed the answer was more hustle, more calls, more postcards, more open houses, but hustle doesn't scale. Hustle burns. You can keep running and running and running your business right into the ground. That's what 97% of agents are doing right now, running harder while the ground beneath them keeps sinking. You can build a hyperlocal real estate practice and grind it to dust, or you can build a hyperlocal real estate brand with Mr. Zip Code, where the treadmill finally stops and ownership begins. Because here we don't just run our business, we own our territory. That was my moment of clarity. That's when I realized something bigger was possible. We could biohack your story and tech stack your systems so you could run smarter, not harder. We biohack your brand by licensing you a mega brand that instantly transfers trust and authority to you, the way a franchise lets a business skip 20 years of credibility building. Then we tech stack your systems with automation, AI, and funnels that run while you sleep. Old school local authority meets new school machine efficiency. And the result is a brand built not on ego, but on equity. You can't sell Charlie Sells New Jersey, but you can sell Mr. Middletown. That's an asset. That's wealth you can exit. Over 2 decades and 1,000 transactions, I found 5 multipliers the top 3% all share. I call them the 5 times factor. 1, hyper-local mastery. Dominate your ZIP so completely that Google and Grandma both recommend you. 2, preeminence theory. Stop being an option and become the obvious choice. 3, compound presence. Show up everywhere until people swear you're bigger than you are. 4, bedrock branding. Build a territorial brand that outlives your license. 5, scalability and sellability. Turn your brand into an asset you can franchise or cash out. Underneath those 5 multipliers is the 3 times framework: logos, ethos, and pathos. Logos is logic, your proof and your plan. Ethos is credibility, the authority of a national brand behind a local leader. Pathos is emotion, the heart that makes people feel you're not just in the community, you are the community. When you align those 3, you don't sell houses anymore, you lead a movement. To keep everything clear and scalable, we built the KISSSS system, the psychological branding engine behind Mr. Zip Code. Keep it simple, keep it specific, keep it strategic, keep it simple, stupid. Each step of the KISSSS system is built on the 3 psychological drivers that move people to act. Logos, the logic that makes sense. Ethos, the credibility that builds trust. Pathos, the emotion that moves people to believe. That's how we biohack your story and tech stack your systems into a brand that sticks, scales, and sells. Branding isn't about being everywhere. It's about being unforgettable where it matters most. Now it's your moment to move from audience to ownership. We're opening the Foundational 50, the beta year 2026 class of territorial owners who will define the United Zip Codes of America. 25 zip or city-level leaders will hold dual titles, Mr. or Miss Zip Code and King or Queen of their city. 25 county-level leaders will become the sheriffs of real estate, 1 per county. Once those 50 flags are planted, they're permanent. Here's what comes with it: 50% off for life, 5% equity pool in the parent company, grandfathered territorial rights, full access to funnels, AI, microsites, merchandise, content, and automation. You're not buying a course. You're claiming digital real estate that grows in value. This is a community of unity, not a competition. 86% fail in year one, 90% by year five. Only 10% survive. A quarter of those actually thrive. That's 3% of this industry controlling almost all the success. Which side of the 3% do you want to stand on? Because right now, before beta year 2026, you can literally own your side. Go to mrzipcode.com/foundational50 and claim your zip, your city, or your county. 25 zip and city spots, 25 county spots. Once they're gone, they're gone. 86% never start, 90% never finish. But the 3%, the foundational 50, they plant their flag. They don't chase business, they own it. They don't beg for leads, they become the lead. Own your ZIP, build your empire, join the foundational 50. I'll see you inside the United Zip Codes of America.